Chapter 5 Sticky Alien. Aliens probably won't be as subtle as Earth people. K's likes are so obvious that even blind people can't ignore them. Such a frank guy conveys his love with every look and physical movement in front of her every day. Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ can't even avoid him. The flying saucer is so big that if you want to avoid him, you have to go outside. Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ looked outside the flying saucer many times, and K came over and asked her, "Do you want to go out for a walk? Go out for a walk." Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ felt that his tone was like she wanted to take a walk downstairs, but she felt that as a human being, she had not lit up this skill. "It's boring to stay inside. I'll take you outside." K pulled her involuntarily. Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ once again discovered that K was a perfect alien that was necessary for home travel. He once again turned into a prototype and wrapped her up, stretched out a silk thread and attached it to the outer wall of the flying saucer, carrying it like a balloon walking her through space. When he wrapped around her, she didn't feel any restrained. Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ felt as if she walking alone in the galaxy. After going for a walk outside, Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ fell in love with this activity and was often taken by K to walk outside. Sometimes they would stop on some unknown planets to find food that Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ could eat, and on the other hand, he also let her relax. Most of those countless planets are desolate, but occasionally interesting, like the whole planet is full of holes, which can directly penetrate the planet, and the interior is complex and mazes. K took Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ on an adventure, remembered the intricate road with his super memory, and finally brought her out. K spent half a month making an oxygen mask for her. Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ no longer needs to be wrapped in him, but K fell in love with the expression of intimacy. He turned himself into anything that could be close to Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ, such as a hat, gloves and scarf, and stayed happily on her. And every time he sticks to her, he will turn from transparent to pink, and he will get a little hot so that Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ can't help blushing. Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ wanted to reject him very much, but every time she watched him change from a happy pink to a melancholy blue, she couldn't bear it. She was attacked and swept away. K began to pretend he didn't care to talk to her about the W star. He said that the people on their planet would only grow up with an elder, and when they became adults, they would walk around alone to find a place to live. He also told her that each of them will only like one person in their life, and whoever they like will like to stick to each other. Let's not talk about the first one, the latter one, Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ has already experienced. At first, K, who was polite and would keep a distance from her, had recently been sticking to her whenever he found any space. Most of the time she stared at him for a while, and he would let go, but occasionally he would pretend not to hear. When it comes to the prototype, it's okay to stick it to her in various shapes. Why do you like to stick it on her when it becomes a human? Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ was very distressed, and even more distressed because K took a piece from his prototype with great interest, and she didn't know which part of his body it was. He handed it to her and told her to make cushions. The W star people are amazing. Their bodies will not get dirty and have the function of self-cleaning. From this point of view, they are quite suitable for mats, provided that this thing is not part of K's body. Ꭲ⎪ᎪNощ, who had always been generous, was ashamed and angry this time. She wrapped K in a pillar and tied a dead knot until she went to bed. K could untie it by himself, but he was so obediently tied up for a long time, and he was still with a bright smile when he was untied. Such days came to an end after 3 months. They returned to their original orbits and found their way to Earth. End of chapter 5.